Emergency preparedness. Emergency exits and exit routes. When working in your employer's office or commercial building, be aware of the following. Exit signs must be lighted. Emergency exits must have adequate lighting. Exit doors must be easy to open. Use handrails when using stairways. Never block doors and stairways. Emergency preparedness. Know where the smoke alarms, fire extinguishers, and exits are in the home where you are working. Fire evacuation. Stop working if you hear the smoke alarm sound and cautiously check to see what is causing the alarm to go off, such as cooking, someone in the home smoking, or a dead battery. Leave the home immediately if you see or smell smoke or see flames. Try not to panic. If you're trapped, use a wet cloth to stuff around cracks indoors and seal up vents to protect against smoke. If you can make your way to an exit, get to your hands and knees and crawl. This is important because smoke and heat rise rapidly, and you will inhale less smoke near the floor. Keep a wet cloth over nose and mouth. Breathe through your nose. Use RACE procedures during a fire evacuation. RACE stands for Rescue, Alert, Confine, and Evacuate. Rescue. Move all persons away from immediate danger. Alert. Pull alarm station if working in a commercial building and call 911. Confine. Close doors when exiting. By closing doors, you help limit the spread of smoke and fire throughout the building. Evacuate. Stop working and leave the building or home immediately. Fire extinguishers. Do not attempt to put out the fire yourself unless you've been properly trained to use fire extinguishers. When using a typical fire extinguisher, follow the pass method. Hold the extinguisher upright and 1. Pull the pin, standing 8 to 10 feet away from the fire. 2. Aim at the base of the fire. If you aim high in the flames, you won't put out the fire. 3. Squeeze the handle. 4. Sweep at the base of the fire with the extinguishing agent. Fire extinguishers must have annual maintenance checks. Records must be kept for 1 year. Fire extinguishers and hoses should be visually inspected monthly. Employers are responsible for inspection, maintenance, and testing of portable fire extinguishers in the workplace. They should check that the needle is in the green area. Check the gauge for proper pressure. Inspect the hose for cracks, cuts, or deterioration, and inspect the nozzle for obstructions. Fire extinguishers will be selected based on the anticipated class of fire. There are 5 different class types of fire extinguishers: Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D, and Class K. Class A extinguishers are used for ordinary combustibles such as wood, lumber, paper, cardboard, plastic, and garbage, which leave ashes or debris once burned. This extinguisher must be located within 75 feet or less travel distance from employees. Class B extinguishers are used for flammable liquids and gases such as grease, gasoline, oil, paint thinner, mineral spirits, and other combustible liquids, which burn vapors. This extinguisher must be located within 50 feet or less travel distance from employees. Class C extinguishers are used for energized electrical equipment fires, such as appliances, power tools, circuit breakers, switches, and outlets. Never use water to extinguish Class C fires. The risk of electrical shock is far too great. Class C extinguishers do not have a numerical rating. The C classification means the extinguishing agent is non-conductive. Class D extinguishers are used for combustible metals burning on their own, such as titanium, potassium, sodium, magnesium, and pyrophoric materials. This extinguisher must be located within 75 feet or less travel distance from employees. Class K extinguishers are used for cooking oils or fats burning, such as grease and animal fat. This extinguisher can be used on Class A and B fires as well. This extinguisher must be located within 75 feet or less travel distance from employees. Fire safety. Check fire extinguishers frequently to make sure they're properly charged. Storage areas should be well ventilated and free of ignition sources. Dispose of combustible waste materials. No smoking policies must be enforced. All work areas should be free of fire hazards. When possible, use a non-flammable material instead of a flammable one. Store flammable materials only in designated locations.